So aside from like the community and open source management aspect of it, are there is there like a SIG OpenStack in Kubernetes, and like you're seeing like people build on it?
Yeah.
People build Kubernetes on top of OpenStack?
Yeah, there's a lot of different integration points between Kubernetes and OpenStack. So one of them is SIG Cloud Provider. There is an OpenStack provider that allows you to make use of things like Keystone, and Octavia and Manila and Cinder with your Kubernetes pods. So you have that authentication or load balancing or self-healing. All of those are enabled from OpenStack APIs through that provider. And then we also have actually seen a lot of use with like you have Linux on the bottom and then OpenStack on top of it and then Kubernetes on top of that. And we see this like low-key stack is a huge part of usage in the last couple of user surveys. And so things like cluster API are needed to do that integration or are leveraged in that integration to make the whole process easier. So that integrates with OpenStack Magnum, and together you're able to spin up pods for anybody. You get a pod, I get a pod, everybody gets a pod, that sort of thing. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so one of the things that you mentioned at the very beginning was Kata containers.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about those, or for people who are listening and may not know what Kata containers are?
Yeah, so Kata containers is a OCI compliant container runtime. So it is compatible with Kubernetes. And basically what happens is in your Kubernetes pod, you swap out the runtime from containerd, which is the default, to Kata containers. And it gives you isolation and extra protection against security vulnerabilities. And what's really cool is it's also compatible with things like Firecracker from Amazon, if you want to use that as your hypervisor. Or if you want extra security with attestation, you can make use of Confidential Containers, which is a CNCF project. So further relationship building between the Open Infrastructure Foundation and the CNCF.
Nice. So you're really like the bridge between the two worlds there, huh?
Yeah.
No pressure.
It's a lot of like things to connect, but I am never bored.